Give me a Yu-Gi-Oh deck. Stat! Where am I going with this? Hello YouTube, it is I, RainingCardGames, and welcome back to... Does this thing have a series name? I mean, it's just welcome back to another random deck video. We have once again dug down into the deep bowels and recesses of my brain and created another horrendous creation. So last time we built a Detroit deck. Now we are going to be entering into the medical field. Yeah, we're making a hospital-themed deck. So it's gonna be, judging by the track record of the Florida Man deck, the Detroit deck, this is not going to end well, but who knows? Maybe with a little bit of help and a couple bandages, we might actually be able to make something happen. In either case, down below in the comments, you know, the like, comment, subscribe shebang. Especially with those comments, feed me ideas. I know there's some ones from the previous video that I have on the back burner that I'm slowly starting to cook up, like a Texas themed deck. Oh jeez.
Texas is dumb?
Don't you dare take the name of Texas in vain!
In either case, I do believe it is time to start my medical practice. Welcome to RCG's hospital. Well, it's time to delve into the anatomy of this deck. Yeah, let's talk about the deck, shall we? So, it's hospital themed. So card by card. Once again, barely any synergy. The only synergy that there is there's healing. We have our Muscle Medic. This is our main beat stick. 2200 attack is nothing to laugh at. However, his effective is basically your opponent gains the life damage instead. It's okay, we're healing our opponents. We have our Cure Mermaid. I would be shocked if we can resolve this. During the standby phase, I can increase my life points by 800. Yeah. We have Dark Lord Nurse Reficule. We've got Power Injector. We've got Healing Wave Generation. We've got the Good Doctor, Mr. Genux Doctor. We've got Injection Fairy Lily, so we have some nurses in the hospital, as well as Nurse Dragon Maid. We've got many different types of medicines to take, as well as some, you know, crystal ball healing as well. We're not opposed to different medical practices. We have our healers in the house. We have different types of healing as well, which we can hang medical chains upon. We've got our checkup labs where we can look into the the intricacies of DNA and how we can do different types of surgeries and transplants. We have the dark cure, the cure that we don't want to talk about that we've been doing in the back test labs. And of course, we throw our patients back out to the front when they're ready to go, and we have a couple of extra healers in as well. This is a hodgepodge. Welcome to RCG's hospital. Alright, so for our first matchup, we're going up against Numeron Exodia. So, you know, there might actually be a slim chance that we can win this duel. Potentially. As long as they don't draw the out, but I don't know if I can out an Infinitract Fortress Megaclops whilst they're slowly drawing Exodia, and I have nothing. They just need one simple limb. They just need that one left leg, and then we're finished. But we start to give him his medicine. We give him the blue, we give him the red. We go ahead and we set a couple of back row with our DNA transplant ready to go. And we also have a good checkup for his big Megaclops when needed. And yeah, I have a nurse who's waiting in the standby ward to go in and fix it. Of course, they, because of the negative synergy between checkup and transplant, they know to call Divine, so they get to draw extra piece, so I'm inevitably helping them in that way. We go ahead and we summon out our Injection Fairy Lily, who unfortunately is still 600 points, attack points short of beating over that Mega Clops, so it ain't looking pretty. We're probably going to get beaten to death before letting our opponent draw Exodia, which I didn't even realize he was playing Exodia because obviously during the game, I didn't see his cards. But we lose. It's okay. Next up, we're playing against a much more competent deck, even though like we are the definition of incompetence. We're going up against Branded. And you know, we don't have any Ash Blossoms or anything, so we can't interact with the Branded Fusion. We see the Dingledork Dragoon, so we have to face down Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, and then potential fusion lines with probably like Ice Jade, Mirror Jade. So yeah, the good doctor has not too much to work with since he doesn't even have the Gen X controller to work with. So we just go ahead and give him the Dark Cure and hope for the best. My opponent sets one card in the back row, and I draw Injection Fairy first, Nurse Lily, which is actually an Outer Dragoon if they didn't have a negate. But they go ahead and they activate Fusion Duplication, then by so bringing out a Mirror Jade. And they don't even bother with the Mirror Jade effect, they just go ahead and negate with Dragoon's effect, so sending my Injection Fairy Lily to the graveyard. And now they've got a bajillion attack points to go back on the Crackback. My DNA to Transplant or Dark Cure have nothing that they can do to cure me. We lose. Alright, this deck's hopes are now in the ER, but it's okay. We are going up against Ninja! We're going second. My opponent brings out the Hanzo. Hanzo goes ahead and search, and then they bring out the Insect Ninja, and they go into the new fusion Maizen, the Battle Ninja. Injection Fairy Lily is actually an out. We actually are able to clear a monster, and we go ahead and set a full fortress in the back row. We go ahead and then activate our Dark Cure, and then chain our Chain Healing. Unfortunately, we don't have the Dark Lord Nurse to pair with the Dark Cure, but it's okay. We still have a couple of ways to beat over with our Injection Fairy Lily and our Muscle Medic if we can survive on the Crackback. Unfortunately, my Dark Cure, with no Dark Lord Nurse Reficule on the field, is going to really heal my opponent. Now that is unfair, because, you know, taking the oath of a medical practice, we want to make sure that we're not going to harm anyone. We only want to heal. So, we are indeed healing my opponent by giving them so much life points as they're constantly summoned. And they also go ahead and book my Injection Fairy Lily, so now they can just go ahead and clear. They bring out the Saizo, and yeah, this is not looking good at all. Activating Notebook and then following with the Alchemy. They can now just go ahead and start poking at me, and then I just activate Numinous Healer for just the fact of, you know, we could use the life points. Hopefully we can maybe survive. Potentially? No? Okay. I mean, there's still a pulse. I can't speak to the same about my deck. We actually made some damage, and we healed some of our opponents by quite a bit. Oh, gosh. This is why I did not go to medical school. I may have biological degrees, both bachelor's and master's, but I am by no means a qualified nurse, doctor. Heck, if you probably even gave me a crystal, I'd probably end up still not saving anyone. But we made some fond memories along the way. Oh, geez. This deck. This is probably my worst deck of all the themed decks that I've made so far. This is probably the worst one, but also it was humorous to watch something happen. In either case, that's going to do it for this video. If you want to see more of this kind of themed content, let me hear it down in the comments. Feed me some ideas. I know I've got some on the back burner that I'll hopefully be able to bring to fruition. But in either case, that's going to do it for this video, and I will catch all of you in the next one.